When Nika Kawan came and I started divorcing my wife, I was happy that now all the problems will be over. When he asked me, "Are you firm on your decision?" So I immediately replied, "Yes, absolutely ready." My wife was silently bearing everything. I found her very weak. Her family was with her, but she was too weak to feel their presence. When I saw the look of defeat in her eyes, I was glad that I had taken my stand and shown her that she had brought us here. A few minutes later, I divorced him. That day I lay on my bed and felt that all the problems of the world had disappeared. I was liberated, ate to my heart's content. For 3 years I was facing problems, headaches and disagreements. Finally I calmed down, prayed and thanked God, went to my family and they were happy that I got rid of it. I started living my life independently again. But not much time passed and things went against my expectations. Everyone got busy with their own lives. At the end of every night, they would lock themselves in their room and I would be left alone in my room, weak and lonely. Where did my family go? My brothers, who were always talking about my wife, stopped paying attention to me. My mother, who used to try to show that she was more loving than my wife, stopped giving the same love and attention. She returned to her old self. The people who used to provoke me on it have also stopped calling when I fell ill on the ID night and developed a fever. I called my brother. He did not recognize that I was sick from my voice, although my voice was not clear because of the fever. I remember once my wife called me while I was going out one day and asked, "How are you?" She was worried for no reason. At that time I was feeling weak and I got a drip at the hospital without telling him. Where is the peace they promised? Why has no one been as eager to know the news of my life as they were of my wife? If they were all so distant from the beginning, we wouldn't have had so many problems. When I said I wanted to go back to my wife, everyone tried to stop me. They brought up old issues, missed his mistakes, said things about him that weren't true, and I believed them all. They interfered in very private matters, which they should not have done at all. They interfered so much in the details of my life that it was not appropriate for them to be in or even at the door. I realized all this late when I took a break in my life. When my wife moved away, I realized that she was doing her best to keep our house from collapsing, and I was letting go of her hand. She was hiding our private things and I was opening everything to others. When I sadly tried to bring her back, she flatly refused. He said, "I am at peace." I should have said this sentence. I tried so hard, but every time she would be stubborn, as if she was in a safe place and afraid to leave in case she couldn't go back. "I never realized my rights. I didn't even have the right to be your wife," she said bluntly, and in the end, I was the only loser. The problem was that I thought I was right and the people around me were well ill-wishers.